Hi, this is Rachel from TLC Inspirations, and today we're going to be talking about counting rows. This is a single crochet swatch that I have here, 10 rows by 10 stitches, and you can see that I have contrasting thread tied to each side. That's at the end of each row. And for beginners, this is a really good way. This is method number 1 for keeping track of your rows. And this is specific to beginners, newbies to crochet. So it does take a little bit of time because you have to stop crocheting at the end and then tie one on every time you come to the end of your row. And here's, you come to the end here, you're going to end up on this side, tie this one, this side, this one, back and forth. Now you can see that you're going to have to count both sides of your project to get an accurate number of rows. There's 5 on the left side and 5 on the right side. So you have 10 rows, and that is how you can keep track of them. The second method is, if you can see, this is how my daughter counts rows. If you can see these bars that go across horizontally, here, here, pretty much every other row. So what that means is you can count those. If you can see them clearly, if they stick out to you, that's a good way of counting. However, you have to times your total horizontal bars by 2. So if we do that, we've got horizontal right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. That'll give us 10 rows. The third and final way to count, and the most accurate as far as I'm concerned, is to count the holes. Now, if you're a visual person, this should be fairly easy to do. You're just going to focus in on all the holes, and kind of you can stretch out your fabric a little bit so you can see the holes better. That's not a big deal. I have it a little bit stretched out here, but you're going to see, and obviously we're not counting this chain row, but you can see holes going across where the bars are, and then right above that you also can see holes straight across here, and holes again. And I'm going to show you this a little better here by putting this right there. There's holes across there. Everywhere you see these little markers, there are holes. Holes, 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 and holes. Now you should be able to see them just by looking at the swatch. You focus on them, they're going to stand out. They're little dark spots, basically. And that is the third method for counting. So if you're brand new, I highly recommend marking the end of your rows at the end of every row until you get the hang of recognizing those holes. If you're moving quick and you're somewhat used to counting your rows, then go ahead and do the times 2. If you're like me, you can see the holes clearly, you know where they are, and that is one single row. Each row of holes is one single row, so you're only counting everything one time. That's about it. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. You have a choice of ways to do it, and hopefully one of them works for you. Thank you for watching the video, and hope to see you again soon.